Hello, welcome to Foliage. My name is John McDonald, and today we're going to make a simple Ikebana style arrangement. So what we're going to use for this is we're going to use a pin holder or kenzan. Now this is one that we received from Oasis. If you have a look in our video description, you'll find all the details for that. And we also have our own code that if you order anything from them, then you get 10% off your first order. They're really good quality products, so they basically do shears and they do different ranges of pin holders as well. They also do stuff for bonsai, but they do for Ikebana as well. Good quality products, and we can really recommend them. So that's what we're going to use as our mechanic for holding our flowers. And for today, I'm going to use just this simple moribana dish. Now this is just a plastic simple tray. You could actually probably find things similar in places like kind of these home stores, you know, like home decor. So even if it was like a drinks tray, as long as it's going to be deep enough to hold water, that's what you need. So we're just going to place that in our dish. Now the great thing about these is they come with a bit of a rubber edge, and that means that they're not going to scratch your dish and they're not going to move around either. So the first thing that we really need to do is just add some water. So water obviously very, very important. And what we want to do when we're using a pin holder is basically bring that water up above the pins. If every flower goes onto the pin holder and water is above the top of the pins, then that basically means that every flower is in water. So straight away that works perfectly. And I just want to use some of these beautiful monstera leaves. So these actually came off a houseplant that I've got, and I think it's quite interesting. Interesting material. And we can just place that in and bring that down. Because these leaves are so interesting, I don't really want to use them in such a way that they're going to get hidden. So we're going to make them that you really kind of see them. And I've got a few, so let's just have another one here. And we put one back as well, so we want to get a little bit of depth going on with our design. So this one you're kind of maybe thinking, oh, it's a bit hidden, but your eye goes through and it catches a glimpse of what's actually there, and that's what gives us a bit of depth this direction. So that's basically our structure, and what I want to do is I just want to use these beautiful anthuriums. So I've got a couple of these, and we're going to bring them in nice and low in our dish. So these have a bit of a movement, they're going in one direction. So actually, to place them in this sort of way, we're picking up on that direction and giving this whole arrangement some flow. So these are actually facing this way, these are facing this way. We're giving rhythm and movement to our design. So in itself, it's quite simple. The great thing about these black pin holders is that they essentially disappear. So there's not such a requirement to hide what's at the base. But I do have a little bit of dark foliage. Now this is from like a kind of version of a plum. And we're just going to put a little bit of that in. So we just need something to give us a contrast, and I think this dark foliage is quite nice. I don't want things to really feel like they're constricted. Everything should have its own little bit of space round about it as well. bring one in down into here, just not really touching the water, but just skirting above it. And that's the nice thing about using dishes like this, is you actually you get that reflection of the water. And this little bit I'm just going to put to the back. So there we go, we've got really a very simple design, but what's important with this is that everything has its space. So actually, if we just take that back just a little, so it's not touching. Yeah, I don't really want that to touch there, but it could probably come forward a little. It's getting shorter. There we go. So really we've got that punch of colour, we've got a real contrast between the colour of the anthuriums and the dish. We've just got a little bit of foliage that's giving a little bit of contrast with texture and also a little bit of contrast in colour. And then we've got these bold leaves that we're really actually seeing that shape. So that is quite a simple design. This kind of design is perfect for the home. You don't need a lot of materials, you just need a simple dish, a little bit of time, and you can put it together quite easily. The great thing about a pin holder as well is you can use it again and again. You'll get years and years and years of use out of it. So it really is a good thing to have in your toolbox. Now, we do new videos every week and we'd love you to join us for our next video. If you're feeling a bit inspired and you want to watch something, then why not have a look in our description of this video, and there's a link to one of our very early videos for something a little bit different. It's a bouquet where we've made a collar and it's on a kind of spring theme, but it's a little bit different. So if you're fancying watching a little bit more inspiration, then have a little look and check it out. So thank you for watching today. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Hope you've enjoyed this design, and we look forward to you joining us for the next design.